So I'm streaming. Alright. Okay. Okay. Start new. Science. I just want to see something first. I do not want stock vehicles. I do not know. Just good. I'm only changing the rules a little bit because I've played this science mode before and it takes forever if I don't up the science a bit, so I'm just doing it so it's easier for streaming. One sec, I want to check that I'm actually transmitting audio because I've had problems with that in the past. Okay. Okay, so my audio is transmitting. It's kind of quiet, but it's because I'm on my bad microphone. Okay. Kerbal Space Program. Kerbal Space Program. Oh, hey, someone joined. Hello. There's too many. So how is everyone? Or is that one viewer from my phone? Okay, so this is just kind of how you're supposed to do it. It's really boring when you start out, but basically after this first mission is when it gets kind of fun. I'm just gonna recline my seat. Boom. Full speed. Do it right. You want to do it the second you start falling, so you get the maximum height. Right. Okay, pretty soon. Starting to fall right now. Sorry, absorber. There you go. UVA report. So I may have made a mistake. But it's okay, because we are not gonna let Jebediah Kerman die. Okay. Parachute's gonna open soon. I'm gonna safely get Jebediah Kerman back down to the ground. So I'm gonna try and land him on the vehicle assembly building right here. And to pull up. Oh dang it, I missed. So going pretty fast. So I'm gonna try and get him safely down without hurting himself. Let's land you right into the soft little pool. Okay, it was not such a soft landing, but... Okay, cover vessel. We could have done better, but... maybe I will retry it. So, I mean, with the 15 science, I'm just gonna get those and pretend none of that ever happened. Move that out of the way. Boom. Boom. Oh, I almost forgot I needed to cup the... I need another decoupler there. This is like... this is one of the only designs that I know works. All of the other ones, I have no clue. I just kind of guess and hope for the best. Okay, got everything. This decoupler's down there. One second. so this one's there. So I want to move this guy down to here. Add one. Move this one down to here. Okay. So this is a relatively good sized rocket. And it should work. A tip, if you have or ever do get this game, put your fins as low on the craft as possible. Keeps them as stable as possible when you do that. If you put them too high up, the rocket will flip. Keep going. Okay, and you got a map screen. You skip to the highest point. That's when you want to do all your science. I mean, unless you're trying to do pinpoints amount of science. Okay. Mystery goo. How much do we get for that? 15? Keep experiment. Food report. Now, real fast, we're just gonna quick save. Just in case. Okay. I'm gonna just fast forward. So, I just realized I don't think I put on a heat shield. I don't actually, do I have the heat shield? I don't think I even have the heat shield yet. It's fine. Hopefully. Because we are going 9,000 meters per second, and we're gonna break the speed of sound soon. So, okay, so let's just hope that the red bars of death don't pop up. Because when you're re-entering and red bars pop up, that's how much your parts can take. And we didn't get any, so good. We are going pretty fast. Alright. Okay, so we're safe now. Because I know that this parachute can hold this amount of weight. I think I was just the liquid fuel engine ditched in space. Okay. Land. So I want an untime warp right about... Something about the time warp that you always have to remember is it makes parts more weak because it's going too fast and the game sometimes can't keep up. Mystery Go. UVA. Take surface samples. Surface samples always give a decent amount of science. A second EVA report. Keep experiment board. Recover vessel. So, the reason I chose science is because I'm terrible at campaign mode. Because in campaign, you have to keep your reputation high, your funds high, and your science high. If you lose all of your funds, you're over. You have to restart. Survivability, general rocketry. Now, do I want to go straight for basic science, or should I go for stability? Basic science. Okay. So now I add some things. First thing is the Science Junior. Second thing is that. And I'm not usually a fan of clipping things into the body, but I do that because I like the way it looks a little better. And then I add this. You absolutely cannot forget the drogue chutes. If you do not have drogue chutes, your thing will not slow down fast enough. Then we added heat shield. Okay. I'm not going to add any landing legs because they aren't necessary. Now I'm going to add this. I'm just going to add a little bit more fuel. Okay, staging's all good. Let's launch. Well, you know what I just realized? I don't think I've done the Cold War stream yet. Yeah, I got the Cold War game, and I haven't streamed it yet. It's gonna run out right about now. And that's just like 2-3 times the fuel. Man, that's always gonna like scare me, that explosion. Because it's just the other rocket booster hitting the ground. Okay, I'm gonna let it slow down a bit, and skip ahead, exit, and then okay, so right around. Yeah, so I've really I hate that, how you need to be so high up for you to get that quick time warp. Thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna observe materials bay. 37 science. Observe mystery goo. 35. Probably not gonna get any science for this one, but I'm gonna do it anyway. This one, I'm gonna get like 5. 18. Container. Collect all. And then detach. So I'm gonna close material bays. I don't know if it matters, but I'm gonna pretend that it does. So you never want to time the warp through re-entry. You never want to do that. Also, looking at it, we're still directly above that rocket piece, and we might hit it due to how the drag is gonna work. Now, something I incorporated the first time I did career mode that, isn't necessary, but I like, is I would put the side-mounted chutes on some of the rocket pieces. Only the rocket pieces that weren't going, too fast. Because if you don't have control over the rocket, but the parachutes are armed, they still deploy. Look at that drogue chutes. See, look, I slowed down so much because of those chutes. And now I can time warp ahead with no worry whatsoever. And then it's going to correct itself when that big chute opens. Flipping it all the way back up. See? Look. So I got 2 experiments I'm going to do here since I've already gotten all the other ones. Just softly land here. Log pressure data for 5 science. This is why, oh, so you can only do this experiment. Dang it, I forgot about that. Okay, so I can only do one of them. Ooh, but I could do a crew report since I don't have that slot taken yet. Recover vessel for quite a bit of science. We could get some new stuff. This time I'm gonna put it all into proportions because the next few don't really matter for science. It takes a long time to get to the science. Okay, so I'm gonna do the survivability and then advanced rocketry. I wonder if there's some sort of adapter to make these look better. Like, if I did that, was that what? No. So I want this to go on this. those. So if I did this right, those side boosters will safely land. And you can only really do them with side boosters and like the upper stage, because all of the other ones get immediately blasted with rocket fuel, destroying the parachutes. Okay, I think those are gonna survive. Darn it. So because I'm clearly not going to do this correctly, I'm going to try and land in the water. Because this is like a really easy biome to get to that I know for a fact I haven't done yet. I'm just going to skip ahead. So I clearly need to put some fins. But you see all those little squares at the runway? Those are the rocket boosters that landed safely. And open the big one, flipping the rocket around. For this launch, the drogue chutes weren't necessary, but if it had gone according to my plan, they would be. Because we'd go so much farther, like 2 times as far. Okay, so apparently the drogue chutes weren't even enough to save the materials bay. To be fair, I did go against, like, my one rule, which is don't time warp while landing. Okay, go over here. EVA report. And surface sample. The surface samples usually give a lot of science. Board. Recover vessel. So I'm gonna try and put some fins on the 3rd stage. If I put some fins there, hopefully it will fly stably. But I'm also gonna see if there's anything I might want. I don't want aviation, I never use it. So, no, I don't want flight control. I'll just save them. Okay. Let's just load down on that stage so I can get those. And I'm going to replace those. with that. Move these parachutes here. Oh, you know what I just realized? Since I didn't revert flight, there's probably gonna be those boosters in eyesight of the launch pad. Maybe they recovered when I recovered the vessel. I don't know. Anyway. Second time's the charm. Okay. Better than last time. Alright. Just gonna give it a little moment. Okay. Perfection. I'm gonna detach. There's like absolutely zero way that those drogue chutes are not necessary. Like, I'm gonna be surprised if the science lab manages to survive this landing. I think this is the highest I've gotten so far. So clearly, I'm just gonna try this. If it's, yeah. So clearly, I've been this high already. I mean, there's no science experiments out yet. That's actually kind of disappointing. I wanted to, you know, get more science. Just keep spinning, just keep spinning. What you gonna do? But spin, spin, spin. Like, you know it's bad when the heat shield gets the red bars. Oh no. Okay, so coming in for a peaceful landing. Don't blow up. What was the one thing I told you not to do? Okay, I'm trying to think of... Okay, so I'll replace the side boosters with something a little bit more powerful. And that should get me high enough to get some legitimate science. I do really hope that I can successfully do that. Okay, so just completely get rid of those. This is gonna up the price of it so much. Okay, so now those guys are touching. Okay, still good. No, I'm not even gonna bother. Okay. Also, because I keep having trouble, I'm gonna replace the 2 with 4. Okay. It's a big Hail Mary because I want to get to the moon and we need science to get to the moon. So all of those rockets instantly exploded themselves. I think our apparatus is already as high as last launches. We got to orbit using, just small rocket boosters. Just use the vest. Okay, there's no way I don't get a good amount of science for this. Yes, 56 science from that one experiment. Lock temperature. Alright, okay. Crew report. Okay, now because I doubt our survival of this, collect all. Let's close these doors. Now let's hope for the very best, because we will be re-entering at super fast speeds. See, look. I told you having the experiments saved in here would be worth it. I just wanted to double check that I actually successfully stored those. Okay, I'll celebrate once we touch down. We have successfully touched down now. Yes, okay. Good. Let's just get a little bit more science from what we still have. Okay, we've already been here. Recover vessel. Okay, we probably got at least 100 science from this expedition. We got 153. Alright. Are these similar boosters? It's not a big deal. Okay, 210. If I had 270, I could get fuel so 180. If I have this, I could successfully get a probe into orbit. But if I have these, it will make heavy rocketry and fuel systems. Okay, so I'll make a new one. I'm gonna make the largest, best rocket I have the capability of making. New craft. Start off with pod. Start off like that, that. No, this is the one that fits to it. Okay, engines. And then we redesign this pod because I want to get some science. gonna be honest with you, I don't think that's how that works. If it works, I'm okay with it, but I doubt it. Let's do one of these guys again. Okay, so is that and that going at the same time? A couple of that when those are done. This is so that means this goes here, that goes there. Do I have struts yet? Structural. Okay, we're gonna launch this. Hope for the best, because this is some very heavy and powerful stuff. And if you're wondering why I didn't leave the bottom stage with just boosters, it's not because I think the boosters won't be able to handle the weight. I think it's the main reason is if you have a liquid fuel engine, the SAS is more controlled. See, look how stable we are, and we don't have any fins on. Because, you know, having this teeny tiny fins aren't gonna do anything. So good. Let's just hope that right now they're open. Okay, good. We successfully cleared the rocket boosters. So I just realized may have packed a lot of fuel. Like, go to the moon level of fuel. You know, not exactly against it. If we manage to get an encounter with the moon, great. Just full throttle. And if we somehow manage to escape, like when we probably end up um, leaving Kerbin's influence, I'm just gonna use whatever fuel we have to try and get back. This is what I'm kind of worried about. Is it actually gonna decouple? Okay, so I'm not the only one who saw the size of the decoupler compared to the size of the rocket, right? Because it was super small and it still worked so successfully. Okay, so I'm gonna time warp. I'm gonna time warp to when we're out of Kerbin's sphere of influence. Do a bunch of science, and then go straight back. I'm just gonna successfully point myself back before we get too far away from Kerbin. Okay, you know what? I can do this later. So materials bay 75 30 36 24 collect all crew report UVA report so if the sun's there then Kerbin is so I'm gonna point in Kerbin's general direction. So I'm gonna Okay. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Ah, time warped too close. Almost perfect. Almost perfect. I almost successfully slowed down. Okay, so maybe making a giant rocket wasn't a good idea in the first place. I mean, like, especially a giant rocket when you have no idea what your plan is. How long has a stream been going on? Like, an hour? Because I might switch games. It's been going on, yeah, an hour. So I'm gonna continue streaming, just not this game. Could do some of that.